Guys, what is going on? My name is Tyler Glennon. If you don't know who I am, last year at Real Financial, I was able to outsell everybody at the company by over six figures. This year, it's my goal to teach everybody else what I've learned along my journey, hopefully shorten a lot of people's learning curves and get people up to speed a lot faster than I got up to speed because I did not have a quick start, right? So, guys, if you want any more information on Real Financial, feel free to shoot me a text at 610-235-3037. Follow me on Instagram, guys, Tyler_Glennon, blasting out content like this, just trying to help some people out. And guys, don't forget, like and subscribe. All right, so in today's video, we're going to be talking about a simple concept, and I'm going to really break it down and give you guys an example of something that happened today on the phone with me so I can drive the point home. The point and the question is really going to be, how do I shift my prospect from like that maybe or a no stage to actually choosing to do business and saying yes and getting them coverage, selling life insurance, right? So today when I was on the phone with a woman named Thelma was giving me all kinds of, uncertainty about whether or not she should do it. And Thelma had said to me, I need to think about it. And I gave her my typical, hey, I can understand that, but since it isn't a matter of whether or not we're going to get the coverage, we'll go ahead and get at least something put in place. We can drop the price down so it is comfortable for you. That way there's at least something put in place for Johnny, your son. We can always come back and add on more. She goes, nah, I really need to think about it. So I took a different approach, and I took this from someone that I had heard. His name's Alex Ramosi. I heard him say this line one time, and I was like kind of waiting for an opportunity to say it. So it's called the rocking chair close. So I said, hey, Thelma, it's not like you're actually going to go outside on your porch and sit in your rocking chair and rock back and forth and have no distractions and consider whether or not you're going to do this, right? And I think that we can both agree that Johnny and you love each other very much, right? You care about him, he cares about you. Is that fair to say? Okay, so Thelma, let me ask you a question. If you were to pass, do you feel like it would make more sense that you had to pay this small monthly bill to be able to take care of the final expenses, or to lay that final expense bill, the entirety of it, onto Johnny? Which one do you think would make more sense for you and him, right? So I just used that example of, hey, you're not actually going to go out there and sit there and think about whether or not you're going to do this. And then she said something, I forget exactly what she said, but she was still uncertain. And then I had said, hey, Thelma, when you're going to make the decision, you're going to make the decision when it's too late. You're going to make the decision when something bad happens to you and you wish you had gotten it sooner. And by that point, you might not qualify for this immediate coverage, or you may not be able to afford it down the road, because I think that we can both agree as time goes on, prices have been increasing in the marketplace. Butter, milk, eggs, gas prices have gone up so much. Now, Thelma, if you could have locked in a contract with the gas station to get gas at $1 a gallon, do you think that you would have done it? Knowing that the prices have increased to $6 a gallon now. Probably, right? It's the same thing here. We just want to make sure we get this in place when it is going to be the most affordable that it's ever going to be. And that is today, Thelma. So let's go ahead and make sure that we get this wrapped up for you. Let's take care of this while we have the opportunity to, so Johnny doesn't have to come out of pocket to be able to pay for this. She ended up getting the policy. And I stuck to my guns, I stayed confident, and she ended up getting it. And I think that the first point of this, and sort of the framework behind why I'm explaining this to you guys, is they're going to get it whether it's from us or anybody else. Whether it's from us or today or in 6 months they're going to get a call, or they're going to reach out to somebody and they're going to do it then. We just want them to do the business with us because they're going to get it no matter what. Most of the people that we speak with, especially in that final expense market, are going to be people that are going to be trying to put off the decision of actually getting it or not. And I think that it's really important to keep that in the back of your head, that they are going to get it. We just want them to do it with us, okay? The second point is we want to break down their situation with them, right? Like, I wasn't just willing to say, she's got to think about it. Okay, you need to think about it. I can understand that. I'll give you some time, some space. You go think about it, right? I wasn't going to allow her to do that because I knew that she was actually going to get it. And I was breaking down her situation. I was digging into the points of what she was saying, what she had told me prior about her beneficiary and why that was important to get something put in place for her. So I didn't allow her to keep it on that surface level. I wanted to get into the nitty gritty and talk about what her reality actually is going to look like. And I wanted to just have that conversation with her, guys. The third point is going to be solve that problem for them. Don't let them get off the hook. They're going to get it. I want to provide you the solution, tailor it to make sense for you, and I'm going to have that conversation about why it's important to you by breaking down your situation and then providing you the solution and tailoring it to what makes sense for you, right? hey, I think that we can agree that it would make sense to lock in the prices before they go up down the road, right? Okay, great. And Johnny would rather have you pay $100 a month today rather than come out of pocket for $15,000 down the road. Is that fair to say? Right? I'm going to ask those questions, and then I'm going to tie it together by, since it isn't a matter of whether or not we're going to get this coverage, Thelma, we're going to want to make sure that we do it in a timely manner. This stuff only takes us a couple of minutes. Let's make sure that we get it knocked out for you. Okay? And I am just trying to get them to do business today. I'm trying to provide them a solution that does make sense for them. And I want to make sure that they are going to make a decision rather than stay in this confusion state of, maybe, I'll think about it. I got to talk to my wife, I got to talk to my husband, got to talk to my kids. I don't want to stay in that place because there's so much uncertainty. And they're not going to go ahead and do it. When they get in a car crash, they're going to want it. When they get sick, they're going to want it. When they need it, they're going to want it. So I want to make them say, yes, let's do it, or no, don't call me ever again. And the reason is because, number one, I can sanely move on to the next person that I have to speak with and not worry about that person anymore if they tell me no. I'd rather get a no than a maybe. If I get a maybe, the person's just not comfortable saying yes or no, which is fine. But I want to get them to the point where they are, because if they don't make a decision and they are the decision maker, they have the ability to get themselves coverage. They've been on the phone with you for that long, so they do actually want it. And they are truly looking into getting coverage for some reason, for someone, and they've just explained that to you. So I know that they do want it. There's no confusion there. The confusion is between their own ears about making the decision today. And it's my job to, again, give them the confidence, the clarity, and the certainty that this is the right thing to do for them by using my words, by speaking to them the right way. So, pulling back again, we're going to want to make sure that we are keeping the attitude that they are going to get it because they are. That is so important. The second thing is breaking down their situation to understand it with them, because if they're not moving forward and they're in that medium stage of think about it, talk to my wife, they're just stalling. They're not actually going to go talk to their wife. They're not actually going to go think about it. They're just stalling. So we want to get them to make a decision, okay? And then we want to solve their problem for them because they are the decision maker. They are the person that needs the coverage, and we're going to present them with that solution that really does make sense for them. And I just want to have that conversation with them, and I want to be on the same page with them. I'm going to break that situation down for them, guys. Now, guys, if you want any more information on Real Financial, feel free, shoot me a text, 610-235-3037. Guys, follow me on Instagram, blasting out a ton of content like this, having fun with it. My Instagram's Tyler_Glennon. And guys, don't forget, like and subscribe. And guys, if this video helped you, share it with a friend. We're just out here having fun doing it, making content. Hopefully this helps you or someone out there that is in your circle or sphere of influence. All right, guys, see you soon. See you in the next